Hello, welcome to another unboxing. This time I've got a steam locomotive from Bachmann. I'd like to try see how Bachmann are at producing steam locomotives. Don't actually have any of theirs yet. This is my first. If this goes well, I will get a couple more. So to let you know, this is a class A1, which is Tornado. Obviously you might have guessed that, maybe not. Depending on if you know what the running number is, but it's a 60163. This is Tornado in BR green, early emblem, 21 pin DCC, and the product code is 32-550B. And I just better show you that, you know. And so that's all the details. So let's just have a good look to see what we actually get. And so we've got quite a few bits on there. Collector's Club. There is a breakdown of all the parts there, and I've just got the warranty. So no disassembly instructions. Okay, have to work that out. So what do we have on here? Caution. There's locomotive and tender are linked. Please lift both from the packaging. So, okay, we've got some details there, brake rigging, and quite a lot of extra other details there. Ace nameplates, so quite nice. And there we go. So it does say it's linked. Let's just see if we can get this out without damaging anything. There we go. Dispense with the packaging for the moment. And doesn't this look smart? This really does look good from the eye and what I can see. Let me see if I can hold this so you can actually see it a little bit better initially, but we will be having a really good close look at this. So how is it actually connected? Let's have a quick look. So we have a drawbar which isn't secure and wires. So that is interesting. It says they're linked together, permanently linked with wires, but not a permanent drawbar. Maybe that's something we need to address. So, but let's have a look at this on the white background. Let's have a look at all the detail. Let's just see how good it does compare to other models. First thing I would say is, wow, this looks amazing. The livery is fantastic. Just blown away on the look of this model at the moment. We do have plenty of extras to have a look at. It says we've got handrails, lamp irons, oil lubricators, all the pipe work. We've got safety valves are turning brass. We've got smoke deflectors, smoke box, dark door, water scoop, whistle, and then you've got obviously detail that you can add. And then we've got cab, interior detail, got the glazing, and it says the chassis underframe detail, correct thickness, stamp rods. So let's have a closer look and then let's see these details. Let's get in a little bit closer. And there we go. We can see very nicely applied lining on the boiler there. Like I say, these rods are really nice. They're detailed and look exactly to scale. And you've got a builder's plate there. Let's Just zoom in a little bit more. Yeah. So let's have a look at the smoke deflectors. We've got the nameplate on the smoke deflectors there. And I still can't right read that from the camera screen. Let's have a look at the front of the loco. It only really just fits onto this turntable. So we can see some nice detail there. Some nice fine handrails, and really looks good around that smoke box door. And with the cylinders there. Obviously, of course, these are going to be sprung. You wouldn't have thought anything other. And they've got the coupling fitted already on the front. Whether most people will be running this in one direction. Let's have a look in the cab. Now it is actually quite hard to get to see inside the cab. So I'm hoping all this comes out. But it is actually quite hard to really get to see with the tender attached. Now hopefully you can see there. We've got a removable vent, is it? Maybe not. Okay, so maybe it's either very stiff or it is not a removable vent, but it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look at the tender. So it has some nice detail on the back there. And we get a nice full coal load there. I'm not sure if that is removable, but so you've got some separate parts for the water filler there. And there's some quite nice detail in the moulding there. And you can see nicely applied logo and decoration there. So there is a sort of the plate between the loco and the tender there. The wheels looking good. Okay, I don't know about you, but I would like to really see this running. Okay, let's see if this runs. Go nice and slowly. And yes, very smooth takeoff. From looking at the spec of this, it does actually say it's only a 3-pole motor. I'm not even sure if it's got a flywheel, because if I just turn it off, it does just completely come to a dead stop. But to be honest, I don't know whether it really needs anything at the moment. It seems to be running fine, nice. So let's back up and then let's go over the points. That's a good test, as that's second radius. A little bit of a slowdown there, but seems okay. Yeah, no problem there. Let's go over a little bit quicker. Absolutely no problem with the points. Straight. Okay. Happy with that. So you can navigate second radius quite nicely. Okay, let's see if we can do a crawl. I know this only has a 3-pole motor from the specifications that I've read, and there is no flywheel, so see what the performance is like. So obviously this would be an express passenger, so you want a nice slow start. Went a little bit quicker than I was expecting. Let's try it in the other direction. And just starting to move, but not very smooth. And we've got a cut out. No. So really, that's about as controlled as you can go. Smooth. It's okay. It's not the best I've seen. Oh. I definitely think it would have been improved with a 5-pole motor. Let's see how much this weighs. I've had to put just piece track on there, but it's zeroed, so I'm going to try and get the centre of gravity right in the middle of the scale, so it gives us the most accurate reading. So 430. It's not a bad weight really. It does feel very heavy in the hand, so there must be a very large amount of die-cast chassis in there. Okay, I've just set up a simple looper track on the dining room table. I'm going to give this a little bit of a run in. This is all second radius, so it's just interesting to see how well it does run around this second radius. So let's start this off. Sort of 40%, and we'll come back. Okay, this has had approximately 20 minutes in each direction. I've not done a full 30 minutes, so let's bring that to a start. And it seems to be running fine, no real problems. Manages the second radius okay. I think obviously this is quite a large locomotive, and third radius would be a much better curve. Oh, my conclusions on this locomotive then. It is a lovely example of the Tornado and a lovely example of the A1. I really like this. Really nice detail, really nicely put together. I've not actually tried taking this apart or anything yet. From what I can see, it says the DCC chip's in the loco, which seems a little bit odd from the instructions, but it seems to show on the instructions an 8-pin, and this is 21-pin, so I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research before I decide to chip this. So I don't want to just tear the loco apart and then find out it's not in there, because they're quite difficult to take apart. It'd be much easier if it was in the tender. But it runs really well, especially at medium and high speeds. Not as good on the crawl as you saw from the video, so that's the only criticism I've really got on this. It should have had a 5-pole motor with a flywheel, but obviously if you have everything perfect, you know, you've got nothing to improve on. So this is where Bachmann will probably improve on, and they'll bring out a new version with a better motor and a slightly better mechanism, and you know, and we'll all go out and buy the next one. But I'm not obviously in a rush to buy a slightly better running one, because I think this runs really well. Second radius is absolute bare minimum. Much better with something like sort of third radius. So let me just get all this put back away. Put this in the right, yeah. So yes, definitely recommend this model. Like I said, if you can find either a good example of second-hand or a new one, I would definitely purchase this if you really like the A1s and Tornadoes. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good evening or a good rest of the day, and take care.